Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a posing video, alright? Now, I do pose very beautifully. I do pose very elegantly. I may sing more covers in it, I'm not sure, alright? I know you guys love my covers very much, and I'm super grateful to that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be performing more soon, alright? Maybe tonight, maybe next time, I don't know. I do like this dress though, and posing in this dress is fabulous because it looks so good. So thank you for watching. All right, guys. So I'm really grateful to you guys, and as far as it goes, I really want to be number one in the world. Now, it's obviously very major competition. Like Jeffree Star has millions and millions of subscribers, and this new girl, she's 16 years old, and she's got 100 million subscribers. 100 million. That's incredible. I can't even imagine how she has 100 million subscribers. She's only 16. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, that is crazy. So, I mean, to have that many subscribers, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how anybody can do it. I mean, she's shockingly good, obviously. But, I mean, for me, when I watched her, I was like, this is kind of boring. I'm like, but I mean, she's 16. But, I mean, for me, young people, I mean, obviously I'm supportive and I want them to do well, but I don't think they've mastered the skills yet that people that are more mature have. But, I mean, I'm very supportive and I want, obviously, her parents are very proud and I'm sure she's skilled to the point where everybody loves her. But, I prefer watching adults perform, but I mean, some children and some teens are very, very good. I do watch X Factor auditions where there's children and teens, and some of them are phenomenal. So you can't diss it, right? Definitely not. Some of them are powerful, some of them are very good. I know people in my family that are younger that are super talented in performing. So I mean, for me, it's not something that I'm very, I mean, it's just something I don't watch, but I know I recognize the talent is there. It's incredible. It's awesome. And like I said, sometimes I do watch. Like I've seen some kids on X Factor, and I'm like, this is incredible. I'm like, if I mean, I'm sure I was talented at that age, but I'm like, seeing these kids do so well, I'm like, wow. And of course, with Celine Dion, when she was younger, she performed well, and some adults now that started out when they were young, and Britney was a musketeer. So, I mean, some people that I watch now, that I usually watch, were famous as young kids. So, I mean, kudos to them, great skill to have. Being that talented as a child, I mean, it's just really fortunate because when you grow up, you are automatically talented. I mean, to deal with the stress though and the pressures of fame at such a young age, that's difficult. But I mean, otherwise, it's an event, right? I mean, if you are a child who lived well and did well, then you know from experience that fame, you know all about fame. But for you, you'd always been famous. So for you, it might be shocking to even consider yourself non-famous. Like all Britney knows is fame. She's never had an experience where she wasn't famous, where she wasn't well known, where she wasn't trying to get famous, or where she wasn't, like she didn't really have much time to sort of spend as a child. I mean, but and for me, I do feel, even though I'm way late in the game and I'm 41, which I feel I'm much younger, but I'm 41, I'm way late in the game. But you know what? I really feel that because I had a great childhood, because I wasn't famous for so long, it's a lot easier to deal with. But Britney seems to handle herself well. I don't think it's a problem for her really, but I mean, you miss out on certain things. You're always training, you're always performing. But I know people that are like that, and that they live fun. They're happy, they have great lives. I think it makes your life a lot better if you are a performer and you're a child and your parents take you to dance class and all that. Because sometimes a lot of things that you do as a child are a complete waste. Not that I'm saying it's a total waste, but some children just get like, they don't get much of any experience. They don't go out. They just stay home and play video games. And of course, you could be a gamer, so that's good too, right? So I mean, all these things. I mean, there's so much more opportunity now to thrive on YouTube, and it's really great to see. But I mean, for Brittany, I mean, she seems very well adjusted. I know she doesn't to a lot of people, but to me, she does because I recognize she's kind of like I mean, for me, she seems well adjusted because I'm very supportive of her. But yes, there are times where she seems like she's not well adjusted. But I mean, for the most part, it seems like her family's doing decent and stuff. But she is upset with her dad, of course, which is tough. I mean, I don't know how that would be. I was never upset with my dad, but she had been upset with her dad, and so for her, it's obviously a tough situation, right? I don't know how she's dealing with it. I don't know what she thinks. I'm not Brittany. I don't know, but I mean, as far as it goes, she's had a tough life. She's been in the spotlight for so long. It is tough, I'm sure. I can't imagine. But I know, like I said, I know people that are like that. So I'm sure their family life and their experiences, they're not going to feel too, they feel great. Like I know this person that I know feels great about it. So I mean, Brittany, we all hear about these things in the media that she might have had a tough time being a child star. But for this child that I know, they seem to be doing well. So I mean, I'm sure it's not a big deal. I mean, for me, I don't think it's. I don't. I mean, for me, I'm glad. I'm glad that I had a childhood where I did nothing and had a chance to waste time, if you call it that. I had a chance to be myself and do the things that I wanted, and be a kid and not really feel gorgeous and not feel like a star. I had that opportunity to do all those things, and for me, it's fine. I do wish I was more famous now, but I mean, I'm 41. I don't want to wait any longer. But I'm patient. I'm willing to wait through the journey. And part of the journey, the exciting part of the journey, is to go through, the tribulations and trials of not being famous and starting out and starting new. So I don't think it's a big deal really. But I do wish I was famous sooner. But I mean, I'm glad I wasn't a child star. But like I said, the person I know, obviously they're well adjusted. They're doing quite well, so it's not a concern. I mean, I'm just so used to saying that because of talking about it from other kids that have gone through stuff and maybe have gone through difficult times. But when you know someone, it's totally different. You're like, well, they seem well adjusted. They're a lot happier. They're more advanced than everybody else. They're going to be stars. They're going to be total stars. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Totally enjoyed the show. Bye now.